Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Patricia Roberts and I am a 24-year-old chef living in the island of Barbados. As you can already see from the title, I'll be sharing my 5-month review with you all. I've already been here for 5 months. Thank you so much for those who have stuck around. Thank you so much for those who are now joining the journey. And as always, I have questions listed out that I was asked, or even questions that I saw might be interesting, and I have them on my iPad. So if you see me looking down, this is what I'm looking at to try and answer for you all. I will not be able to remember everything in my head, so this is why I put everything on my iPad that I can just go back to. So let's get into this video. I have them listed by different categories. Why I moved. So this is the first title, why did I move? The question, why did I migrate here? I chose Barbados to migrate to because I wanted to get back into the industry. I wanted to have a difference in culture and vibe. I felt like here the tourism is so huge. Like somewhere like St. Lucia as well have a lot of tourism, so you'd expect a lot more opportunities than coming from a country with not so much tourism. And I am in culinary, obviously, because I'm a chef. And I just felt like I would have more exposure being in a country like here. Also, it is part of my long-term plan that, again, I can't really share right now, but you will definitely know as time goes by. Next question, what you were hoping for versus reality. I was hoping for a lot more from the industry, if I'm being honest, but it is still very much okay, and I think it depends on where you're working or what you got into. And I think there are other places with a lot more opportunities as well. And I just moved. I've been here for 5 months and I think I have so much more to experience. So it's just a matter of patience and time. Next topic, work life and income. I've always been working as a chef in Barbados. Pace, vibe, pay and kitchen culture. Working here is pretty decent. Honestly, I like working here so far. The people that I work with are very nice, friendly and fun. Most of them are very welcoming to foreigners. And I've made friends there. I've built a relationship with people here where I work. So this is the best part, honestly, of my work. The pay here is not that high as I thought comparing to the cost of living here. You know. Definitely some places you'll get a lot more pay, and you know, things like service charge and so on, but some places the pay that you work for is really not that much, but you might be coming in from another country with lower wages and think like, yeah, I'm going to make it here, the money is amazing here in $15 per hour and those sort of things. But comparing it to rent, daily life and so on, it can really climb up very quickly and you will be surprised. Living here is very different than vacationing anywhere in the world, really. So just keep that in mind. Do I have any side hustles or content creation? Well, definitely you guys can look at me here. So I have a YouTube channel. As we speak, we are at 172 subscribers. Also, I have TikTok, I have Facebook, that I don't really be on Facebook that much. I also have Instagram. All of these platforms, my name is Life with Chef Patrice. You need to put everything together for you to actually find me on most platforms like YouTube or even TikTok or Instagram. So you need to put everything together. Side hustles right now, not really, but there are things that I'm really thinking of. I think going into next month, August, I have different projects that I want to start, and even getting back into doing business for myself. I have a few catering gigs already booked for August because of course it's crop over season and you're going to make some extra money. But I'll also be opening up to more public people doing food and so on really soon. So keep that in mind and stay tuned for that. Balancing YouTube and work, how is it going? So far so good. I have my days that I upload right now as we speak. I upload on Wednesdays and Sundays and I've been pretty consistent with that, and I'm trying to keep consistent with that schedule. All I do is batch content my videos, so I make multiple videos and then I upload when the time comes to upload. It honestly takes a lot of work, much more than I expected, but so far I'm being very consistent. I just balance out my schedule, my work schedule, with my life, and so far I think I'm doing a pretty decent job and I'm balancing it pretty well. But we'll see as time goes by if I can even keep consistent, even if I start doing my business and so on. But so far we're pretty good. Living situation, rent and housing challenges or blessings. So currently I rent. I pay roughly $1,000 in rent monthly. With this price, all my bills are covered, including internet, light, water, and gas. This is pretty good compared to certain places that I saw, but it is also much more expensive than certain places that I've seen. And where I am is pretty convenient to the bus route to get to town and so on. So I guess this have a part to play, and in the area that I live, I will not be sharing on here for security purposes, but I think I'm pretty comfortable with where I am right now. Everywhere right now has its safety challenges, but of course places around me, things have happened that have made me a bit unsafe. That's my honest opinion. Any issues I face with landlords, power, water, or my neighborhood? Honestly, I find here is pretty resilient when it comes to the light and water. Most places, even back home, lights will be going or water might go if we have certain really heavy rainfall or something. It is sad, but it is true. Here, I have not seen power outages for a long period of time. I've only seen it once since I've been here, and it was about 30 minutes or less. So I think they do a really good job with these two things, water and light. My neighborhood, I've only had one real incident in my neighborhood, but other than that, not really. My landlord, we are very cool, so I have no problems there. Next topic, cost of living in Barbados. Everybody want to know this part, right? So let's get into it. Groceries. Okay, what $100 can get you? If I'm being honest, I will tag a video that I made about grocery shopping at Carlton's down in the description box, but I think $100 could actually get you things pretty comfortably. Carlton is one of the most expensive grocery shops here. I am planning on doing a whole series detailing different grocery shops, where to shop, what you can get on this same $100. If you're interested, definitely leave a comment below. If you want to see a series me buying grocery items with $100, I'll try to be very realistic and probably buy the same set of things in these different shops so you could have a general idea of what it is. But $100 you can get by pretty comfortably, especially if you live alone. You can always buy decreased amounts. You can buy in different shops. We have many different shops here that you could actually go to and get to lower prices. So I think $100 can actually get you good things. But honestly, groceries are a bit expensive here depending on where you go or what you want to buy. That's the truth. Transport, Wi-Fi, gas, phone, data, going out, rent, electricity, the whole 9 yards. Let's go. Transportation is relatively pretty cheap. To me, it's $3.50 per bus. Depending on where you want to go, you would only need one bus ride to get to where you want to go. You might have to walk a little bit, or you might not have to walk as much. Taxis are relatively expensive. It starts pretty much at $25 and up. You can rent a car about $100 to $120 a day. They have so many different rental cars here, so it's up to you which you want to pick. Rent is a bit costly here in Barbados. That's the truth. If you're looking for something comfortable, you might have to spend a little bit more depending on what area you want to live in or what amenities you want for living in that place. Electricity, well, I don't pay any bills really, so I do not know. All this is included in my rent, so I do not really know what the bills are like. I can actually ask some people. I have a general idea, but I want to be sure when giving you guys the information. I will also do a check with some people to find out like what do they use, what is their bill monthly, people that actually pay these sort of things, and I will get back to you guys and make a general video on all of this for you guys. Data, I pay $105 a month. but I have a month plan. I have data at every point in time. Don't matter what, I have data. Because I'm new to this country, sometimes I need to find out where I'm going, or just to feel a little bit more safe if I'm taking a bus alone or something like that. I want to be able to see where I'm going, or to place a call at any point, any moment, so these kind of things. So I pay 100 plus in data. Next question: what's expensive and what's affordable? Expensive, I would kind of put groceries in the middle, depending on what you like to eat. That's the truth. Or where you grocery shop, that depends. Rent is expensive here. um Bills, I don't think bills are crazy expensive, even by what I've heard from other people, but you pay a good amount in bills as well. Data, I would say this is more expensive than other countries that I've lived in or visited, but it is all dependent on you and what is your preference. Was I financially ready for the move? My honest check-in: yes, I was. Yes, I was. I'm not moving to nowhere, and I do not have something to fall back on. Honestly, I had job opportunities before coming here, but I still had some money set aside, because you do not know what you're bucking up onto. So I feel that I was, and I've been pretty comfortable. So I will say yes. This is one thing I will tell you: please save as much money as you can when coming to Barbados to live. You do not know, or anywhere that matter. You do not know what you're going to meet, if you'll even get a job right away. Hopefully you're looking on the outside and getting a job even before you reach to Barbados, or you already have potential opportunities. But listen guys, things can get really expensive. It was a shock for me actually living in the country and seeing how expensive it actually is living here. The locals, because I have friends even before I moved here, and they told me that straight up, Barbados is very expensive and costly. What you think might not be the reality. When you come here, you'll see it for yourself. And I did see it for myself. Most people here have 2 jobs. It is not crazy, don't get me wrong, and this is not to scare anybody whatsoever. But bear in mind, here is not cheap to live compared to other places. But guess what? Somewhere like Jamaica, people have told me, because obviously I work with Jamaicans and I question a lot of people, I talk to a lot of people, and they told me here is very much more cheap to live in, grocery shop as well, than in Jamaica. So it really is what floats your boat. What is better for you, or where have you lived? Where are you from? So it really depends, but always, always, always have some safety nets, because you do not know what to expect. No matter where you go, it is not just about Barbados. No matter where you go to live, always have enough money, okay? Next topic: my social life and the culture. What is it like making friends here as a newcomer? For me, it was very easy. First of all, whenever you come to a country to live, like you are working or you're going to school, you will make friends very quickly, because you're surrounded by a lot of people. And depending on where you're working, if you're working in something like a hotel like me, you'll be exposed to a lot of different people. So, and I'm a very friendly person. And anytime I go to anywhere to live or to work, somewhere new, for me, even if it's just for 3 months or something, I become a lot more talkative. I get out of my comfort zone and I speak to people, because you need people when you come to a country. For me, it was very easy. Most people like foreigners here, to me, and what I've experienced. I've seen some Jamaicans have told me is the complete opposite towards them. But sometimes in a country, when you see a lot of specific foreigners in your country, tend to resent them a bit more than others. Because I have not seen it too much Dominicans here, but I've seen a lot of Jamaicans here. But I don't find it is really, really bad to say like they're always pointing fingers at you or whatever. But no matter where you go in the world, you'll always have people not liking you because you're a foreigner. So bear that in mind. But generally, it is fairly easy to make friends here, and the local people are very, very friendly to me. So it wasn't hard at all. Parties, events, crop over vibes. Yo, your girl went to her first party here. It was tipsy, and I had so much fun. I saw Dominican artists. This was the highlight of my night. It's probably just me being biased. but I wanted some bouillon and I got that. I had so much fun. The event was well organized. It was just a lot of fun. I'm also going to other events that I want to take part in. So I've actually broken out into that and I'm finally out and about and enjoying the life here. How you've adjusted to the place, accents, and local customs. The accent still gives me a bit of challenge. Yes, I can't lie. Depending, but I actually get pretty accustomed to some of the accents. And because I already had Bayesian friends before moving here, like I already knew certain things, but really being fully immersed in this country, some people I cannot, especially people like from the countryside or something, because every country, no matter which parts, every part of that country have a different way they speak. Especially country people, it's always a lot more rough than town people, and it still gives me a hard time, but it is very nice to hear. That's the truth. It is very nice. So I've adjusted nicely, but sometimes it definitely have me on pause and I kind of understand a word you're speaking to me. But I think as time goes by, I will get accustomed to it. Okay, we have next topic, my mental health and emotional check-in. The highs and lows emotionally. And also I'll tie that into the next question. Am I missing family and feeling homesick? Yes, so this is the biggest emotional part for me. It's about missing home and my family. I was really, really comfortable back home, guys. I was extremely comfortable. Sometimes even seeing like the parties and even my family going out and stuff for family events, you never really have enough time with your family. And especially when you grow up, like you spend even less time with your family. And this is a big thing. So just be prepared emotionally when coming to anywhere. You might really feel alone, or if you do not live with somebody or you do not make friends as much, it will be even more lonelier. There are times that I really cry. There are times that I am just so emotional and I'm done, or I just stay thinking whole day and I miss my family. Or anytime I go back into my photos, you see those photos of me? This is what has me. Anytime I go back in my photos, I tend to miss home and family a lot more. Really seeing the life. Yes, I do. Next question. Are there days you question moving? And also, I'll join another question. What helped you keep going? Of course, no matter where I go, there will always be days that I question moving. I've moved to multiple countries, and there will always be days that I question moving. It's not easy. That's the truth. I might be looking like I am having the best of time here because I am enjoying life here and moving here. And a big part of it is social media and connecting with people. I've made so much friends and I've helped so much people already. So this is really fun, but there will always be times when I question moving or when you have a rough patches. But what really keeps me going is my goals and my dreams. I'm a big planner. I have a lot of goals that I want to achieve, even coming in the next year. And there are so many things that I want, and further that I want to move. I want to move to a next country, a much bigger country. You have probably heard it on my channel already in a few years, hopefully. So this is my goal and why I keep going. And I want to make my parents proud, my family proud, and of course myself because I did not come here to fail. I came here for a reason and a purpose, and I'm sticking to that. So always have a goal in mind why you move to anywhere, and that would always keep it going no matter what. Life lessons living in Barbados. Any surprises, good or bad? Lessons here. I think it would be watch your back, especially as a foreigner. No matter where you go again. I think migration is pretty general because I've done this before and it's kind of the same things that I'm going through. But always remember, not everybody like a foreigner being in their country. Not everybody like a foreigner doing better than them. Not everybody is happy with a foreigner on the same level as them. And you might definitely get some fight back. Even me being on social media, I've gotten some really nasty comments from people. Although my whole platform is to try and help people who are trying to migrate, just like what I am doing. I've gotten some really, really bad comments because there'll always be people who get the wrong impression of your video or anything that you say. Sometimes you can definitely say something nicer, and no one really likes you speaking the truth about the country when it is bad. And I have gotten some real fight down for that, but I will not stop. And I think I really need to be honest with people because this is what I was really looking for when I came here. And I didn't have that at all. I came here and then I was surprised with everything going on and how the entire lifestyle is. So this is why I'm sharing my life and what is going on with me to help anybody trying to do the same thing. Not every person like you for being here, and that's just the truth. I have had people say to my face that I do not like foreigners. You understand? You didn't even try and hide it, but you said it to my face. And people who pretended to be my friend to get close to me, to, you know. So just be aware of that and just always have your guard up as well. You definitely find some nice people here. I made some friends already and I love them to death. And sometimes even just coming to work and seeing them or something, it really lightens my day. Like, or even just calling them on the phone, even people that I'm not working with. And they're really helpful, like put me onto opportunities, always have my back, looking out for me. I'll always say that people here are generally very, very nice. And the shock for me was getting on a bus. Like, these people really offer to help you. Sometimes they would even give you their seats. I mean, it's mostly men, but even if somebody see an older person or something, they literally just get to give them their seat or offer to hold your bag for you or something. It's really nice. Don't get me wrong on anything that I see. The people here are really, really, really nice. But no matter where you go, you always have people fighting you down. Always remember that and have your back up. Okay, where are we? Also, safety level here, guys. It is not really safe right now. As I said in my last video, I think it has part to do with, crop over being right here. Crime rates always goes up around the festival season. It happens back home where I'm from. It happens in most places that I've lived as well. So just be aware of that and always keep your eyes out for different things. And it is mostly gang related, but you never know where you might be. Okay, breaking ins are on a high, shooting is on a high. So it's just a lot of different things, but generally you are pretty safe. They're not coming really at you, but you can never know a stray bullet might hit you. Somebody, you might be the wrong person at the wrong time, something like that. But mostly day to day, you're pretty safe here. Okay, how I've changed. I have changed by being more cautious with people. the the few local friends that I had before, they warned me about that and how Asian people might be. But I have grown to understand it now. And again, I think it's everywhere that you go, but I'm a lot more cautious for my safety and for the people that I call friends. Any new habits or way of thinking? Not really, because I have things that I practice daily and I've just been sticking to that. What's next? What's next? I think it will be again growing my platforms, and I also want to get into business soon, really soon. I'm starting from next month doing certain things, but not on a full swing. So this would be what's next for me. Next set of questions. Will I stay longer? Well, I don't have a time frame on when I'm staying here. I'm just seeing how everything goes. And obviously, if best opportunities come, then of course I will do what's best for me. But I plan on staying here for a while and see how things goes. Any advice to anyone thinking about migrating here? Here is a nice country, beautiful place, beautiful people most of the time. But just be aware of what you're getting yourself into. Do not come unprepared. Start looking for jobs before you enter this country. Start looking for jobs before you enter this country. You will need it to start working. No matter if you have a savings, you will need to start working. I would say it is actually easier to move with somebody than on your own. When I say somebody, maybe a partner or a friend looking to do the same thing, probably you could share rents. bills or anything, it will help you a lot because you might get here and be in a complete culture shock with how expensive certain things might be. But here have a lot of opportunities. I would encourage people to come here, start a new life. If you like it, then stay. If you do not, or you can always go back home or try somewhere else. But it's always nice to get out of your comfort zone. I do encourage people to come here. This is what I do on this entire platform and on my TikTok and everything. Again, thank you so much for watching my video and sticking along with me for the ride. I'm always here for you guys. If you have any comments or questions you might want to ask me, feel free to do that. If you have any suggestions for any videos, definitely leave it down in the comment box below. I'm always reading and always interacting with you guys. I appreciate every last one of you. Go coming along with me for the ride. It has been not a rough one, but an interesting one. And I think even starting out on my journey, it is so nice to even have you guys commenting and interacting and talking with me. And I appreciate you so much. And let's see what new we'll have for the next month. Thank you so much.